Hey, okay. Hey guys. So, I just had an early Valentine's Day dinner. Like, I'm sitting on a pillow on my chair, and it's kind of like screwing up the way I sit down on my chair. But yeah. Yeah. So I had an early Valentine's Day dinner. And that was nice. However, I have a bone to pick. We went to an Italian restaurant. And I've been looking forward for the past couple of days. I've been looking forward to having a steak because I haven't had a steak in ages. I really want steak. Like, it's just been weirdly hinted at. Things have been weirdly hinted at that basically kind of like just reinforce this idea of steak being delicious, and you haven't had one in a while. So I was like, ew, I know. I'm going to an Italian restaurant. I'm going to have steak, you know. Because as you guys may know, um, in a lot of Italian cities, Rome, in Florence, in well, there's many. There's many cities in Italy, and they all are awesome most of the time. Because older Italian gentlemen tend to be round and portly and me. And there's a reason for this, and that's basically because, as well as the pasta and the pizzas and all that stuff, which aren't really super mega common in Italy. It's more the they have so many steakhouses. They have so many restaurants and stuff, and their specialties are always steak and ice cream. So again, it's like awesome. Like, one of the things that I wanted to do if I ever won the lottery or had a lot of money, then one of the things I wanted to do is I did want to go to Italy and basically just have like a foodie vacation, because stay in like Florence or something. Stay in Florence, a historical awesome city, and then basically just like the restaurants around the hotel. um I would basically sample which one's best, have a meal at my best one, and then kind of like stay an extra week, maybe really enjoy everything on that menu. But it mostly be about steak and stuff. Because I've got a couple of friends who I've got a couple of friends, but I've got one friend who lives actually just outside of Rome, and he said that he's a round guy. He's very spherical, almost, kind of. He's a portly older bear that's very spherical, almost. Not really, but Um, but yeah. Anyway, he's very nice. He always wants me to come visit him, and it's great. And I want to, but I'm not really interested in visiting Rome. And also, I don't have any money, so I can't do that. But he basically says that he goes into Rome every now and again, and you can't find a place in the very center of Rome. You can't find a place that does pizza or pasta, because they are all the restaurants, all that they do is steak and ice cream, not together, because that is gross, but separately they're amazing. And yeah, yeah. So I've been really looking for the steak. Our Italian restaurant doesn't have steak on the menu anymore. The far. Hey, Roscoe. So yeah, I've been dealing. I had a very nice meal, but it was mainly because of the company and the fact that, like, Damon also thought that this Italian restaurant is dumb because it doesn't do steak, because Italian restaurants should do steak, because for some reason steak is a huge deal in Italy. It's a huge deal. They love steak in Italy, and they know how to cook it. It's so good. Apparently, it's so good. That's one of the reasons why I want to go there, because of the food, and of course, the culture and everything. And going to pay Da Vinci some respect, because like, in my opinion, the best human that ever humaned was probably Da Vinci. I know that's a weird take, but yeah. Like the guy was an alien. The guy wasn't human. He clearly was an alien. No, he was human. He basically like figured out a bunch of stuff way before anybody else did, and like I kind of feel like I don't know why I've just got like this weird kingship with him, you know. However, I'm not as smart as him, you know. It's kind of like he had my personality almost. I feel like I could have been him in another lifetime. I know, 8 billion people. There aren't that many people in history. Well, there are actually. There are way more dead people than there are alive people. But most of us were probably, if reincarnation exists, we were mostly probably peasants. We were mostly probably not the famous people from history. But I do feel like I got like this weird kind of thing. Again, I don't believe reincarnation exists. I'm just saying that if it did, then like I feel like I basically know Da Vinci. Only it's like I feel like I figured out a bunch of stuff, but I have absolutely no idea what to do with this information. You know, I feel like I figured out a bunch of stuff early, but I have no idea what to do with this information. I don't know where to put it. I'm not as good an artist as him. I don't think anyone can be. He had the I mean, it was unfortunate for him, yeah, but he had the artistic talent and the knowledge of the future, basically. I seem to just have the knowledge of the future. I know how all everything in Star Trek works, but I can't do anything with this information. You know, like I said, I don't think I'm as smart as him. I just feel like I feel like I'm from another time, I guess. Like I feel like I'm from Star Trek universe, but there's nothing I can do with this information because there's fundamental technology that needs to be built before I can actually use any of this information. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why, um, like one of my wishes, my 3 genie wishes, um, basically is an Intrepid class starship, a fully functional Intrepid class starship, because like I would know how to run the thing. I actually know how to work it. Apart from having to do math all the time to work the control panels, I would definitely convert it to basic straight away. In case anybody doesn't know, in Star Trek, they have a bunch of buttons, and what you do is it's all based on data, and these buttons are numbered. So you have to memorize either what the formula for how to work a computer is, and all the humans in the future had figured out how to do this super quickly. However, I would convert it back to basic because that sounds annoying as fuck. you know? So yeah. Anyway. You sound like you could have been there. Been where? And anyone that would have built Star Trek tech definitely attempted it by now. Um, no, like I said, they can't actually build Star Trek technology. Like we can't actually make an Enterprise because we need fundamental like elements that are theoretical that we can't build on Earth. That in the Star Trek universe we get from like Mars or the Vulcans. We don't actually have the ability to create the stuff that we need to actually build a warp drive, to build an antimatter matter reactor. We have the knowledge. We actually can figure that out now, and we have done it. But we basically can't do it in real life because we don't actually have the technology yet to build a reaction chamber that can basically sustain fusion, well, not even fusion, elimination. So yeah, it's a thing. So yeah, there is a thing. That's the thing. Roscoe, one of my first like I was going to say first of all jobs. One of the things that I used to do was work for a company that was doing scientific advisory for science fiction TV shows. Like I was part of the company that also worked with Guardians of the Galaxy. Basically we worked out the theoretical technology that could exist for that movie, which they ignored most of it, but we did it. We still work for it. I can actually point out some of my friends in the credits. It's really cool. Stupid, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, these people in that company could totally build, if they had like deuterium and like trilithium and all that stuff. If we had these materials, we could totally build a starship. It would be awesome. But we don't yet, because some of the materials are theoretical. Like, they're theoretically possible, they theoretically could exist, they theoretically do exist, but the problem is that they're not on Earth. For example, what is the thing? Where's the thing? Is it dilithium? I think it's dilithium, but essentially there's something later, in the Star Trek universe, we discover something on Mars. Shut up. And we discover that there's actually vast quantities of dilithium on Mars, and we can use that to build warp reactors and stuff. Dilithium is a theoretical element. Actually, I think it's a compound, but yeah, it's a theoretical material that we can't synthesize on Earth. So yeah, until we actually colonize Mars, we can't actually use this information yet. So yeah. Anyone that could have built Star Trek technology definitely attempted by now. You see, you say that, but we actually have smartphones. We actually have iPads. We have things that have been predicted in Star Trek. We are building the future from science fiction. It's actually a thing that's happening. So yeah. Anyway, no steak. There was no steak at this Italian restaurant, and that's dumb. And then I was basically actually sitting in the restaurant, and I was basically thinking, where exactly can I actually get a steak? And within a mile radius of where I was sitting, there was no place that I could actually get a steak at any of those restaurants that are nearby. I would have to go to a pub or something to actually get a steak. What the fuck? It's messed up. I suddenly realized why I haven't had steak in ages, and that's because nobody does it anymore. I just haven't seen it on the menu for a while. Lame. But no, I am nice. I am nicely, very satisfied. Not overly satisfied, I can still move around and stuff. I had basically a flatbread, which was a pizza, and then I had for that was a starter, and then I also had another pizza for my main, because I was going to have steak but couldn't have steak, and also a couple of sweet potatoes worth of sweet potato fries, super yummy, and basically a plate of cookies, which is they've got this thing called cookie dough, which is basically they put on a hot like a really hot not hot plate but a hot plate, you know. Basically they heat up this iron like plate dish thing, put the cookie dough in it, and then put a blob of ice cream on top, gelato ice cream, and then basically they give it to you, and it kind of like cooks while you're eating it, and it's really yummy. And I had one of those, as well as like a couple of beers. So happy tummy. It makes that noise, which is a good thing. Happy tummy. You know, ideally I'd like to not be able to move after eating, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, I would have had a steak. I would have loved a steak. I can't believe that's still pissing me off. But yeah, and just before I went out, I had finished everything that I needed for the Wars Club. It's done now. I don't know anything else that I need to do for the Wars Club. So all of the artwork and stuff is done. I was kind of working on something, but I think because I was trying to draw my depiction of Mirrodin, but you know, seeing that it was, yeah, he's sort of my character, I guess. But I ended up drawing a very, very round guy instead. I don't know if it will show on camera. I will quickly show you. So my genius system of putting a rubber band on this page so it doesn't fuck anything up. But yeah, just lots of roundness. Just very, very spherical man. So yeah, I just was in the process of drawing that, and then I was like, I don't know what else to draw. Well, I mean, I don't know what else to do, but I know that if I want to do anything, anything like my book won't stay up here. I know you're not level, but could you just try? Thank you. It's gonna try to fall on me, isn't it? Yeah. So we do need ideas for Farmer Tubs Week, because I want to get that video done ASAP. And yeah, I was like, I can do several things while we're watching, while we're doing a brainstorm thing. So I put the ticker on, and yeah, you guys have like a couple of options. I could either just sit and talk to you, and we could go through ideas, really hammer this out, or I could do an art where I tried to figure out what to do with that character, because I don't know what to do with that yet. He's way too round to be Mirrodin. So yeah, he could be like late stage Mirrodin. However, Mirrodin died before he could attain spherical roundness like that guy has. So yeah. Or I could try to play my video game on live stream and see if that actually works with this program, because I don't know if that works. Because I don't know if that works. I know the old one sort of worked, but it was a bit like frame laggy, because StreamYard, for some reason, and I think they need to figure this out, StreamYard wasn't made for video games. StreamYard was made for conferencing and to have like a group video chat, a group group video conferences that you could stream online and stuff like that. So yeah. But it still plays some games. It just they're not always so super good. Like I said, the frame rates are just terrible usually. So yeah, I'm not working with OBS again. I'm not doing that. And every single other piece of like free software that streaming software that I've tried has been so either they try to make it overly complicated or it just brokens. just broken. It's just broken, and even though you do know how to work it, it doesn't work, especially the way that you want it to. So that's the whole reason why I'm using StreamYard instead, because StreamYard is very, very simple. It's very, very simple, and it works with just the camera. So yeah. In the RP that happens in about 5 years. Okay. It can't happen though, because like I said, at some point he's gonna disappear, die. I don't know. He's gonna disappear, or he's not. He's not in Five's life anymore. So who knows what happens? Maybe he just won and then, like, did a portal to wherever Five went, saw that he was okay, and then just continued living his life. I don't know what happened to him. He basically just didn't. He didn't come back for Five, and that's sad. So yeah, Five could be in your RP. He could be around. You know, this might be before then. Who knows? Art, I vote, since I have no ideas. Okay. Well, I still don't know what to do with this guy then. Unless it is Mirrodin. I don't know. What are the other two higher votes? Higher votes? What are you talking about? The options, the other two options were, we basically talk about the Farmer Tubs thing and really nailed down exactly what I'm supposed to be doing for Farmer Tubs week. Or I play the video game. I play the video game. So yeah. He dies in 5 years, so he will leave in about 5 years. He dies in 5 years. Also, in your interpretation, he does die. Okay. Sad, but you know, happens. Maybe Mirrodin never dies. Maybe he just kind of like he does like the Jedi thing, and then reincarnates or something. Maybe I'm Mirrodin. Who knows? Who knows? Higher votes for the vid. What are you talking about? Higher votes? I still don't know what you mean by the higher votes thing. Or at least he disappears. Like I said, I don't have the RP timeline planned out. Okay, so anything could happen in 5 years. I'd put some things in some spots and see if the RPs take the bait. So you do manipulate it a little bit. Feel that line on my arm. Because the chair is like disintegrating. What was second and third place before Farmer Tubs? Oh, it does say and, doesn't it? Oops. There isn't a second or third. It's Farmer Tubs week. So I just got to get rid of the and bit. There we go. It's just Farmer Tubs week. There isn't a second or third place. So yeah. So if I'm doing art, that's okay. But like I said, I don't really know what to do with this guy. Should I just make him Mirrodin? Rubber pig hood farmer with okay. Well, there's a problem with that. Is that I've got a very limited number of cigars left. because they cost lots of money. Because I only get them when I go to America, or if basically somebody from America is visiting me. So yeah. A duke. Dude, this guy's a king. He's king-sized. He is barely mobile. You just want to see the rubber pig hood again, don't you? I'll just show you a picture of him again. I don't know how well that's coming out. He's a big boy. Remember, the Wars Club is about, like, it's about size and strength. You know, they have to beat. There is a physical component to this. They will have to beat the current king at some kind of contest, like physical contest. And the current king has got there by being the strongest at that contest. So whether it's sumo, whether it's belly barging, whether it's actually wrestling, it's basically, there has to be some kind of physical contest. At one stage, I'm pretty sure that fencing was on the table. So yeah, it's like, it's a thing. They can't all be just completely immobile. Once they're king, they could be, but yeah. Well, okay. So yeah, I was just about to draw a suit on him or something, basically. Um, it's just that I don't know exactly, like, what he's doing apart from just sitting there, or sitting on a stool or something. So, do you have, like, an idea for where this king is, or even who he is? Do you have, like, a blueprint that I could use for, like, facial hair, um, structure, props that he's holding, or something? Like, does he have a bit of food? Um, is he holding a mug of beer? A pipe? I don't know. I've literally just sketched this just now after playing my video game for a little bit after I got back from my dinner. Lifting contest. It has to be a physical, like, it has to be physically against another opponent. You know, those be the rules. You know, you can become king. You can become king if basically the current king selects you. However, you basically do have to contest with any other, any contest that basically anybody else brings. They basically, you have to compete with them. But the king can select you if he wants to just retire early or is moving or something. It's always the owner of a cigar industry. They could own other things and just like that, you know. But it's okay. 1903 has been planned out. From 1902, the king won via a lifting contest. Also, they were lifting the other guy. one that is a dinosaur. It seems very kind of it makes people's characters very one-dimensional, you know? If basically like somebody owns a donut shop, all you see them eating is donuts, and they just talk about nothing but donuts all the time. It just makes their character very one-dimensional. It's like, what's their character? Donut. You know? Just yeah. I would be more realistic with it, you know? But that's just me. I'll shut up. It's a thing. Hey, I didn't say that that one-dimensional people don't exist. I didn't say that they don't exist. I didn't say that that wasn't realistic. I'm just saying that when when writing stories and shit, it basically is very kind of like one-dimensional characters are kind of a bit meh, you know. Just say that they're not. It's not the most realistic interpretation. It's not. I didn't say that it was impossible for this to happen. I'm saying that it's not the most realistic interpretation of events. But okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, I can work with that. I think I've got to work on the suit. So yeah, like if he went to the tailors, what suit would he have? You know, because I didn't know he could be in the sauna. I could draw him in any room of the palace or the house. The clubhouse or the club palace. I could draw him in any room, which means that he could buy the pool. But we've already done a lot of pool stuff with, the stripy suits and stuff. He could be in the sauna, in which case he could be wearing nothing, but you wouldn't be able to tell because he's, spherical. So yeah. Or he could be anywhere. Anywhere. Oh, you mean dragon? So one of the you wouldn't have one that was serious. So for the manager, is the only one that has a backstory. I'm making everyone else up as I go. Okay. Yeah, I mean personally, I don't like the whole inclusion of the actual King Edward, unless it's like incredibly realistic and not super out there, you know. Because I could totally see King Edward if the Wars Club existed. I can totally see King Edward actually being part of the Wars Club, but it being very hush hush and stuff, and him not basically participating in anything besides the fact that they have good food. They have the best food, and a lot of his friends are in the group. It's like a thing. But that's I don't see him going on any adventures with it. But it's your story. Again, I'm trying not to be that guy. I'm trying not to be that guy that's trying to pick at your story. I'm really not. It's one of the reasons why I'm not interacting with it anymore. It's like, yeah, it's like I'll just, yeah, it's a thing. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be funsies. So we're going suit. Do you have an idea for the suit? Do you have like a reference for the suit? Any chance? Of one, or do I just try to find a quick suit reference somewhere? I've been on for half an hour already. Oh, shut up. Stop. There we go. I could just use Mirrodin's suit from that AI generated picture. I could. I might. Who knows? You want him to have a bowler hat. Should he be wearing a hat? Also, like I said, like facial hair for the current king of the Wars Club. Like, do you have any ideas? Will it be like Mirrodin's? I don't know. I don't know. See, that's what I mean. I literally just drew this shape, and then I was going to fill all this in later by myself. But since I have help, well, since I have like a person who has an opinion on how it should look, or has not an opinion. What's the word? You might have a position for him to be in, a role for him to play, a use for my picture. There we go. You might have a use for my picture, so therefore that makes you kind of the semi-client. So yeah. I do want a bowler hat. Is that want a bowler hat? I wanted a really long beard that went over his belly, but is that fun or sensible? Well, the long beard, all the way over. It's just like it's gonna cover up a bunch of the suit detail if you basically have a long beard, unless we make it like off to the side, kind of like go off to the side. I guess. Don't know why I did a dramatic flare. Just go off to the side. I mean, is it going to be a flowing beard or is it going to be a bushy beard? Bushy beard. A flowy. Is it going to be Merlin's beard, or is it going to be what's a good example of a bushy beard? In like Disney or anything? I can't think of any. A little bit to the side. A little bit to the side. It could cover up the hand because then I won't have to draw the hand in detail. Flowy. The length would be to his pecs, tits. Okay, just a reminder. His pecs / tits are right under his chin because they're being pushed up by his belly, of which he is most of. The hand can be gone. So really what you mean is on a normal human, it would probably be down to his belly button. Or a normal human. Flowy beard. Okay. You could just say down to his arm, forearm, hand. Even his knee, and I would be able to figure it out. I'm still wondering about the suit. I might just have to use. Well, if he's the king, we could actually put him in like a military outfit. Is he a military man, or is he just a businessman? Because then we could actually have him in an outfit. Maybe that's overcomplicating things. But then again, there's so many different options for, like, you know, a waistcoat, for the waistcoat part of the suit, if we want a waistcoat, which would be a thing, I guess. Am I talking to myself? Are you gone? Are you not actually here because you're busy with rewinding and taking pictures and stuff? Yeah, I think that's what happened. So all of that talking was for naught. Was all for naught. Yeah, it was. Well, since you're back. Long? I don't understand. Is it just the orange part that you want to be the beard? Right? Well, at least I don't have to worry about ties or anything, but it does mean I have to draw the hand, which is lame. But I get it. Where is the hand? Sorry. There's the hand. That's the leg, hand, arm, head. Anyway, yeah. So I'm still on the what suit or what am I gonna dress him in? You can't see it due to the quality. You can't do anything about that. Nothing you can do about that. I think you mean clarity. You know, I know you probably mean just quality of the live stream, which is weird because it's apparently in high definition. But just when you say quality, it's like quality of the picture of the sketch. It's like, I know that's not what you meant. I'm just saying, it's like that's how it sounds to somebody somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god! I don't know how you know this, but you probably don't. This is probably just a weird coincidence. But I was saying to somebody just the other day that I need a new kilt because I'm not entirely sure that I can wear my one without it being very uncomfortable. Because I need to extend it somehow. But yeah, I either need to be way fatter than I am, or so that I can wear two belts, so that I don't have to worry about the length of one belt or whatever. Because they're all set sizes. The belts are set sizes. Or I need to wear my kilt below my belly, but then it doesn't look as good. So I need a bigger kilt. I just need a bigger kilt. But the problem is that they don't look good on really big dudes because you either have to put them on the belly, in which case, if they ever stood up, it wouldn't really work super good, you know? Yeah, if a really round guy like that, if he wore kilts and he stood up, then it would basically negate the reason for the kilt because his belly would be spilling out of the kilt. So I thought I heard something. Would be spilling out the kilt, and you could possibly even see his junk. It's a bit of a. I don't know if that works. So they tend to work for only just like really big guys, I guess, that are already standing up. they're like the hardest things to draw on fat dudes, you know, unless you have an existing example. Yeah, that is that's King. That is King Bertie. That's King Edward in a kilt. Very good. He's not as round as this guy. It's like really hard to do. I don't think I can do it on this character. Well, I could, but I don't know if it would look good. I doubt it would. I could do it. Do you want me to do it? I could do it. It's just that I'm not entirely sure it would look as good as you think it would. So yeah. I'm okay with the top part of the suit. I might lose the jacket. And I don't have to worry about the tie. So that's something. You know, because of the beard. So yeah. Although, is that a jacket? It's not a swear, is it? No, it's definitely a jacket. Okay. Okay. Pencil. Give me pencil. Um. Also, facial hair. So yeah, we've also got to figure out facial hair. As well. Oh no, we've already done the facial hair. That's the beard. Okay. I know I should have done, and I am going to check the chat in just a second. But what was the decision for the Farmer Tubs video? That didn't sound good. Like I said, I'm going to check in just a second. I'm just drawing the main sketchy components. Can you see his belt buckle, or is it just a sporran? Oh god damn it, you can see his belt buckle. And should we go for coat or no coat? I doubt I'll be able to see it that well, but should I do like a special kind of belt buckle, or what? Sorry, I just realised I'm looking at the reference picture, so I didn't see it. Do you have a sigil for the Wars Club yet? Okay, what do you mean by sigil? Because basically, the Wars Club is just a Wars head. You know, the Wars Club logo is just a Wars head. So the coat is what makes it for you. Would he have a coat that would fit him? I'd buy that he'd have a waistcoat that might. You know, all around him. So yeah. Yeah, War's head. I know we have a tailor. I know that. But it's just that I just don't know how practical it would be to do up and undo all the time. Although it doesn't have to do up. So if it doesn't have to do up, then it can just go at his sides. So yeah. Although it does mean that it gives me an excuse to cover the hand up by having it in half in his pocket like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, but it does. The flat part of the kilt is the front, isn't it? Right? Or the kilt. There's a flat part of the front, right? I'm pretty sure there is. And then the rest is kind of like pleated. You know, kind of like a girly skirt. Looking good, ski. All right. And it goes to the knee. The knee. I'm not entirely sure people are going to understand what that is, but I'm okay with it. Right, so coat, hand, pocket, yeah. Oh, hat. Are we doing a hat? You want a bowler cap? First, you draw a sausage around the entire head, and then you basically draw a dome on top of it. Okay, so I'm still working with the outfit. So in order to see the top of the suit, I'm going to need to figure out where the beard is first. Does it matter about his head hair? Like, where does my... But he's got a flowy beard, not a bushy beard, so I'm just trying to compensate. You want steak now? I want steak too. Are you kidding me? You're gonna need a steak before you go to Vegas, dude. You're gonna need a steak before you go to Vegas. I can't put the hand in the pocket. His arm is too extended, so that would mean that the pocket would be fucking miles away from where it's supposed to be. Okay. Think we're getting it. You can only see his forearm then? No. What? How'd you figure? How'd you figure? No, you can see more than his forearm. It's kind of the problem. Does my have does my one have belt loops? It does at the back. The belt loops are at the back to make it look good at the front. I don't know about his one because you can't see the belt loops. So I'm drawing buttons, or at least buttonholes. Can you see the end of the waistcoat? Fuck, you can. That's how you can actually see the belt buckle. Also, I've done a whoopsie. Shit. I think I can fix. I think I can fix. Okay. Sassy with his kilt poses. Well, he's just having fun then. Some of them, yeah. I have a problem because basically I'd done the belt over the top of the waistcoat, kind of holding the waistcoat down a little bit, even in some points. But that's wrong because the waistcoat actually goes over the belt, or over his belt. So I might have just readjust where I'm putting the belt. But I don't want to do that because it means I have to do something else. Not for my brain. He has his belt over his coat. No, he doesn't. Check the picture again. Ta-da! Okay, so all I have to do... wow. Voice changed for a second then. All I have to do is add socks. Are those socks? What the fuck is on his legs? Do I have to do the legs? Really? Is it that important? Also, of course, kilts mean, tartan patterning. Which is oh so much fun. Such fun. It's a very British kind of like upper class thing. It's like, I don't know if anyone's actually been in a room with somebody that actually talked like an old timey military grandfather, with the what's and all that stuff, saying what, exclaiming it as an exclamation, that kind of shit. But my CO in the Navy was like that, unless he was drunk. He had a very posh Queen's English accent. If you're wondering what a Queen's English accent is, then it's what all the military guys, the top brass, how they speak in Star Wars. In basically in the Empire, the top of the Navy in the Imperial Navy, so Admiral Tarkin and stuff like that. It's the Queen's English. It's the poshest of posh English that they speak for some reason. So yeah. Here's what I've got so far. Honestly, the details do look a bit better. But yeah. I'm going to get rid of that line because that's distracting. So this is going to be the current king in the current story that you guys are doing. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm just wondering if I should ink this or if I should leave it blank and then and do all the coloration and all that stuff. I don't know. Honestly, I'm trying to not fuck up the hand because I'm doing the hand. Randomly getting distracted. Right. Right. So I've got this other hand. Sorry. I need to get you to trace the second floor again on the palace. No. You should have. No, I flipped it. I flipped it back. I did upload it. I definitely uploaded it. Look at one of the bigger floor plans. It's either on Telegram, or it's way back when. You should have saved it. One of the ones you have. There's like a floor plan of like all of them together, of all of the floor maps together in one picture, and that picture it's flipped around, and also I think even the words are flipped around, like properly. They're flipped the right way. So yeah. It'll probably be easy to find on Telegram if you haven't got it already. So yeah. I have to delete the hand. because of course I do, because hands are hard. Right. I am, of course, talking about great. Now I'm going to get lots and lots and lots of notifications. What? Okay, yeah, that's messed up. Because I definitely uploaded that. Did it fail? Gonna get me to trace that again. You've got editing software. You can do this yourself. But no, I have to do it. But to be fair, I have already done it, so yeah. Did I upload? I uploaded. I definitely uploaded it to like Twitter or something. There it is. It's on Telegram now. I swear I uploaded that to Telegram already. I have no idea why it's not there anymore. Because basically, I've got the file system that I use tells me if I've uploaded it to like for Affinity or whatever. But also, there's also a folder that has stuff that's been like uploaded to just the internet in general. Basically, it goes into one folder, and then it gets, if it's been uploaded anywhere at all, like on Discord or anything, then it gets uploaded to the second folder. And then from that second folder, that's where everything gets uploaded to for Affinity, or like a database website of some sort. So yeah, I knew it had been uploaded somewhere. So it's I don't know why it's not on Discord or Telegram. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's on Discord. Yeah, that's the full floor maps of all of them. So hopefully you got it now. Am I done? I'm done. It's not focusing. Focus. Focus. Yeah. And then it lost focus. God damn it. But yeah. It's Dunsies. Yeah, it's Dunsies. Okie dokie then. Right, let me just check the chat to see if I know what I'm doing. Is it just blowing up balloons? Because I'm okay with doing that. Trying to edit a better map for... What? Should I just upload this one? I'm sorry, are you taking credit for my work? Trying to edit a better map for you? You just posted my one. The collection of all the floor maps. Why can't you read parts of it? So I'm reading. So I know, in case anybody else is watching this, I'm just trying to read what's going on in this. There's a role playing session happening. Because some people are having problems for some reason. I basically did a map of like all of this one building, and now people are having problems, even though nobody said anything at the time. So I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I should I? Wow. So yeah, Yeah, I'll just ignore that. Blowing up balloons. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I haven't heard from Charlie again, so I'm not entirely sure if that's on the table. Besides, next week or something could be balloon week. I don't know. It just feels a bit. It just feels a bit kind of redundant. I don't know. I like the original idea, but it's kind of a bit expensive. Hmm. I don't know. We'll come back to the brainstorming. I'll write it down, but we'll come back to the brainstorming. I have no idea if it'll work, but I could blow up a balloon as in the pig hood. But I'm not entirely sure if that'd work. I could do a test, I think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I guess. Um, I don't really know what to do with that picture. I've got the pencils done. I just need to do the. Well, I don't know if I want to do the inking or anything like that. It's because it's not like a paid for thing or anything. It's just kind of like a sketch. Give it to Ed. Free art from an illustrator, really. I don't know if I want to ink it or not. I need to figure that out. Yeah, I don't know if I should actually like finish that or not. I just don't know. I just don't know what's going on. There's also notifications going off and everything as well. And I need to pee, which is then wrong time, bad timing. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know what? I'll come back. I'll come back tomorrow, or try to figure it out again tomorrow. I might start another picture. I don't know. No, I know why. I know why. It's just that it's interrupting my train of thought, and I can't really just mute it because then I'll forget to put it back on. You know. Apparently, there's like hieroglyphics. So you want me to do this to you? Is that what's going on? I want me to flex my big muscle and give you a middle finger? Just a random person. Just randos. A random horny person, then. I don't know. They're kind of weird. They called me a foolish elephant, not knowing that in the Furverse, elephants are kind of hot. Kind of. All the elephants that I know, kind of hot. Big fatherly figures, kind of types. Very, very nice. And then I'm guessing, were questing to get the middle finger and for me to flex. So I don't get it. Can you even see this? Can anyone else see the chat? See? Or is it a camera? I don't know. I don't know what that is. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't show up. Well, that's you. It doesn't show up. It's very confusing. Maybe it's because YouTube is editing out the name or something. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, so that picture is available to whoever buys it, I guess. I might finish it. I don't know. It might just be left on the, might be left out there because, like, I will need to go onto the next page, which probably will damage that page. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I don't really know what to do with that one. I might ink it. I don't know. It gives me something to do, I guess. But yeah, I'm waiting for basically. I've got like 2 big jobs, big potential jobs, like actual money making jobs. So essentially, I'm kind of like, I don't really know what to do, just furry art wise or what. So yeah, um, yeah, random free art stuff wise, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing next time I do a live stream or next time I do some drawing. Even I don't know. But tomorrow we will try this again. Maybe really nail down what we're gonna do for the Farmer Tubs video because like I got like a theory. I'll write down some of it. You know what? I'll do it now. In my handy little buke because I've got a handy little buke. It's February the 14th. Wow, that was lucky. Yes, it's Valentine's Day. um, okay, so Pickard. Yeah, I mean that's all I got. But yeah, you just want to see the Pickard again, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. Whoever is wanting, I don't know why you want the middle finger all the time, but I mean, I don't get it. Why do you want to be flipped off all the time? I mean, you have issues, yes, but anyway, um, for Labby Bear, okay. I'm doing one here on my end. Yeah, see, you're not even. People can't even see you. You know that, right? People can't even see you. Unless I highlight what you're saying, no one can see you. Especially me when I do this. Anyway, you guess you'll buy it? Buy what? I'll take Woolworths Club stuff. Okay. You'll buy the drawing? Alright. I thought you didn't have any monies. But okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll nail down exactly what we're doing for the Farmer Tubbs video, and yeah, maybe even shoot something. I don't know. It depends though, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, which means that me and Damon will be just hanging out together during our mutual free time. So yeah. And yeah, Roscoe, if you have any other requests or anything to do with the Wars Club that you want me to draw, let me know and I will draw it. But until then, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the nicely full and satisfied tummy, belly rubs, and belly salute. So you can tell it's fuller because it's kind of like flat on top a lot more than regular tummy. So yeah. Ah. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Toodles.